welcome to Performance Trust Field here on the campus of Wheaton Academy for tonight's varsity boys lacrosse game between Lake Forest and your Wheaton Academy Warriors. Before we begin tonight, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. For prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem. Please pray with me. Dear God, thank you for this night. Thank you for the weather and how beautiful it is. Thank you for the game of lacrosse. I pray that you please protect these boys tonight and let them glorify you in everything that they do and say. In Jesus' name, amen. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Lake Forest. Number 1, Danny Van Camp. Number 3, Harry Cutlars. Number 4, Jack Carabine. Number 5, Tommy Van Camp. Number 6, Graham Kerrigan. Number 9, Robert Passinato. Number 11, Jake Kroner. Number 20, Marty Hipple. Number 21, Huston O'Neill. And number 33, August Silver. Lake Forest is coached by David Hone. And now for the starting lineups for your Wheaton Academy Warriors. A senior, number 2, Noah Miller. A senior, number 6, Donovan Meters. A senior, number 8, Aiden Weisenborn. Senior, number 9, Jake Wells. Sophomore, number 10, Charlie Foley. A senior, number 12, Jared Jower. A senior, number 13, Gavin Padone. A senior, number 14, Michael Adele. Junior, number 16, Mitch Carrick. And a sophomore, number 17, Joe McBride. The Warriors are coached by Jeff Weisenborn and assisted by Court Miller, Watson Fung, Theo Collins, Beth Weisenborn, Kurt Valley, and Nori Kassad.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Performance Trust Field on May the 9th here, Tuesday. What a beautiful day. After all that cold weather and rain has moved through, we're left with 66 degrees on a sunset 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. night here with the Warriors versus the Scouts. I'm Matt Hockett, giving you a play-by-play tonight, joined here on mic with Evan Eckert, commentator, first time tonight.
It's the first time. Good evening, folks. Excited to see this great matchup tonight between the Lake Forest Scouts and the Wheaton Academy Warriors. It's going to be a good one.
We got Zeke Merchant moving down the field here, and in between moments, we're going to talk about how big these games are with the Warriors coming in number 1 in state and Lake Forest number 5. This is a big matchup for the state of Illinois. Warriors love to move the ball outside and then get that penetration in. We'll call out some numbers as you see them here. Zeke Merchant up top. Number 8 there with the ball. Aiden Weisenborn, leading scorer for the Warriors, and takes over right away.
Aiden Weisenborn with another goal. He has 72 goals on the season, now 73, and just a dominant force on the field.
We'll take a look at the replay. Turns the corner, and he always loves to go west or left. I can't believe they gave it to him. So Weisenborn off to a great start, and the Warriors just what they need against a big program like this, an early lead. We said we were looking at the Warren matchup, right? You know, both teams have played them. Lake Forest is on the north side of Chicago. Warriors handled Warren, right?
16-1, the Warriors absolutely dominated Warren Township High School.
And Warren is 8th in state right now, even with that lopsided score. I think I saw the Scouts take care of business, but won 7-4. A win's a win, unless you're comparing 2 wins, and then the Warriors had the better win.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely 2 different types of games. Wheaton Academy absolutely blew Warren out of the water, and it was a pretty tight matchup for Lake Forest.
All right, so Warriors settle down again. Number 1, Zeke Merchant trying for penetration. Going to have Charlie Foley behind the net. Here's number 7, Breck Peacock.
With the goal, Breck Peacock, otherwise known as BP in the hallways of Wheaton Academy. Just an absolute stud. He plays football and lacrosse, and that was a great goal.
You saw Zeke Merchant give the ball to him, and he ripped into it so hard, all his momentum carried him right to the ground. There's Breck right there. Warriors the same number in football?
He does, number 7 on the lacrosse field and the football field.
Well, what do you think about some of those skills translating over? As a football player and a lacrosse player, lacrosse is a little bit more of a fine-tuned sport, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. You definitely see a lot of the fine-tuned lacrosse movements coming out on the football field with a lot of his route running, which is super helpful.
So Donovan Meter is going to be taking almost all the face-offs for Wheaton Academy as the Warriors with number 13 there, Gavin Padone, knocking the ball 3. Being chased away, but Warriors still in possession. This is not what the Scouts wanted. 3 straight possessions for the Warriors, and they settled down again. Number 11, Jake Miller comes on up top. Zeke Merchant gives the ball right back to him. A little screen to see what we can do. Moves the ball over to Foley behind the goal. 2nd leading scorer or 3rd leading scorer, we said. We'll give you some of those stats later.
Yeah, Charlie Foley with 29 goals on the season.
Charlie finds he's always behind the net in some form or fashion. There's Weisenborn with a shot, and this is what the Warriors do so well. And so unlike many other sports, if you shoot and miss, a lot of times it's your opponent's ball, but Warriors maintain possession so many times with those guys behind. That was Gavin Padone. Looks like Zeke Merchant going to give Weisenborn a screen. They'll give and go back to him. Zeke over to Foley, who came out in front now. Ball over to Padone. Padone looking for movement. Finds it.
What a goal.
Puts the ball on the ground. So Warriors attacking high and low here on this goalkeeper, August Silver. Sorry, August, for giving your name a shout-out for 3 straight goals, but Warriors doing a great job on attack. There's Gavin Padone walking off the field with Zeke Merchant right there, being congratulated by assistant coach Theo Collins. Belai Brummel sighting on the sidelines.
Yes, Belai Brummel seems to have taken the water boy position on the lacrosse team.
Hey, any chance you can get to be on the sidelines with a number 1 team in state works, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. He looks like he's having a good time over there.
Warriors get the change in possession off of mistake there. On the face-off, it's a tight race, and they're going to award it to the Scouts. Maybe a shot that the Warriors weren't entirely set up on. We'll see what Coach Weisenborn says. Warriors being guarded. Now we'll talk defense for a second. Number 14 over there, Mikey Adele, committed for college. Almost all this team is committed to play in D1, D2, D3 colleges.
Yeah, we had recently had the signing day at Wheaton Academy. A lot of lacrosse players signing. Lake Forest taking the ball downfield toward the...
Well, one of the first times they got a turnover off of possession, too. So nice job by them. Lucas Kroner up top there for Lake Forest puts the ball on the ground to Harry Kotlars. Here's Kotlars. Over to number 11, Jake Kroner. Name some names as we can as they move it around, but defended here up top by Breck Peacock, so he's going to be playing both positions as a mid. And in goal, looks like we've got Jarrett Jowers starting. Jarrett and Johnny, kind of interchangeable. I don't want to say they're the same player by any means. Very unique in their different styles. Thought the Warriors didn't do a great job of getting over fast enough on that one shot. We'll see if we make some adjustments. So here's Breck. Warriors do a great job of keeping the ball out of the middle. So you're going to see some shots from the side. Lake Forest just wants to control momentum for a second. Get settled in. See number 2 hanging out in front of the goal, Dennis Hickey. Long stick of Joseph McBride. Gonna use that long stick, Mikey Adele as well, to poke and push away. Warriors on defense, not allowing that middle penetration. Picked up nicely there in the middle. And a big shot there by number 13, Lucas Kroner.
Lucas Kroner, a sophomore midfielder, with the goal there.
Yeah, did a nice job there. And again, Warriors do such a great job pushing the defense out. He got a little extra daylight there. Watching our video board display this game live, almost like a live stream as well. Warriors up 3-1. That's a big answer for Lake Forest. This is a big face-off. Every one of them's big, but here's Donovan Meters again. Going to try and scoop the ball back. They have a play designed for that, and here comes Gavin Padone straight down the line.
Gavin Padone with that
explosive
call beast mode, straight line speed. See that coming out on the football field, and with the shot.
Ooh, boy. Okay, so that was a huge answer right away, right back. That's number 2. That's that's number 8. I'm sorry, Aiden Weisenborn again.
With his 74th goal of the season. Aiden Weisenborn is committed to Army West Point to play lacrosse there.
Well, and did you see a little fire in Aiden? He's so level-headed.
He is.
Normally, so he knows that's a big goal.
Yeah, he's a great leader on the team, great player. And just pulls through with goals all season.
So second goal for Weisenborn. That's Jack Carabine, able to scoop that ball up. Nice job on that face-off this time. Jake Kroner running all the way around, using that speed, but guarded closely right now by number 17, Joseph McBride. Lake Forest going to settle in. Mitch Carrick with the long stick, trying to jar the ball loose. Breck Peacock with pressure. Hard to get around Breck. He's going to use that speed on offense, on defense as well. Oh, boy, what a great job by Mitch Carrick. Didn't follow the shoulders, followed the hips, stayed right in front of the guy and used that long stick to poke things away.
Yeah, Mitch Carrick, just a great defender all season, super reliable in the backfield.
Okay, we'll see if Warriors go hard, fast here. It looks like Charlie Foley moved up to Weisenborn. They're going to back off a little bit, but here comes Breck Peacock. Work the ball around. Boy, some pretty heavy hits there on look like, who was that, number 16? Is that Mitch Carrick there? Or number 18, I'm sorry. Tyler Summer.
Yeah.
Boy, he took a couple of hits and maybe landed on the back of his head there. I think he's okay. Came out for a second. 25, Davis Schneider into the game for the first time. Davis, nice offensive player for the Warriors. So Warriors starting with this 2 up. Just stall a little bit. You can see Lake Forest spread on a 3-3. Going to protect inside, let everything pass around here first. Jake Miller slowly coming into the middle. Zeke with a great fake. I mean, you've handled a lacrosse stick a little bit, Evan. How hard is it to fake a shot and pull the ball back?
Yeah, I did play in 7th grade, and it's these guys make it look easy, but it's definitely not that easy. There's a lot of technique and a lot of hours spent playing wall ball to get these shots looking so good like they do. Number 33, August Silver, comes out with the ball.
Yeah, the Warriors trying to put some pressure here on defense. That's going to force defense up, which Lake Forest going to probably settle down just to allow the midfielder back in. Lacrosse, if you all are interested in the nuances of the sport, you always have to have 3 on the attack side. Always have to have 3 on the defensive side. So some of those players aren't allowed to cross until another player comes back. A ball pressure there by Breck. It's Joseph McBride on that far side again. Lake Forest extending way out wide.
What a great save.
Jarrett Jower, a reason why he's going to be playing D2 lacrosse next year. I don't know how they do it. Ball comes at him, a million miles an hour there. Boy, a couple of bad turnovers for the Warriors. That's another one. Warriors just not watching the ball into the stick. They do get the ball back, so Lake Forest trading off the turnover battle here. Here's Charlie Foley. We'll see if he settles. He does. Lake Forest is talking about pushing guys off to the other side. Zeke Merchant with the ball up top here, coming down towards the 25-yard line, moving in closer. Another Warriors going to run this play they often do where they're going to move the ball around the perimeter and send a guy through the middle.
Yeah, Wheaton Academy is doing a great job at possessing the ball in the attacking third. They seem to be looking for some place to penetrate the defense and score again.
Well, only 2:30 left, and there's another goal. So take a look at this replay, but I believe that's Charlie Foley's goal there. Member of the sports broadcasting class. He was shy on promising a goal in sports broadcasting class, and understandable. I mean, it's like predicting a touchdown in football, but he came through for us.
He did. He's been a great player this year, and fun to have in sports broadcasting class with us.
What a great personality.
Yeah.
Very encouraging.
Super fun guy to hang with and talk with.
So Charlie gives the Warriors a 4-goal lead, 5-1 with 2 minutes left to play here. Warriors again get it off the possession. Another great thing about this sport in football, you got to kick off to the other team. In this sport, you can just take the ball back again. That's Jake Miller, number 11. Nice move, and then a terrible turnover. He was all by himself, wasn't forced into anything, and just threw the ball right over the head of Zeke Merchant. So sure Coach Weisenborn will have some things to say, but it looks like Coach Weisenborn's doing a little lacrosse stick surgery down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing with the stick down there, but looks like he's fixing it up for somebody.
Must know something. Boy, what a great pickup there by number 9, Robert Posinato. Okay, so defense, Gavin Padone guarding the ball right now. Number 14 is going to guard up top. They're going to switch off here in a second. Here's Mikey Dudell coming out with his long stick. Playing defense there on Graham Garrigan. McBride works around that pick. Boy, and an unusual possession right in front of the goal. The Warriors got lucky there. Tried a scoop shot. Didn't able to connect. We got a minute 10 left. Lake Forest could hold the ball for the length of this quarter if they need to.
And a good move by number 3, Harry Coatlarts.
Yeah, Warriors usually pretty physical, keeping the ball out of the middle, but you could see Lake Forest has got some speed that they're having struggle with keeping some of those passes out. Okay, so Mitch Carrick up top now. Mikey Adele comes out here. Only 25 seconds left. Warriors, boy. A great assist there by Graham Garrigan over to Dennis Hickey, number 2. Found that side, but what a great pass. Dennis finding the top corner on Jarrett Jower. Jarrett Jower does not get scored on a lot, and this team doesn't get scored on a lot. So 2 goals in the first quarter. A little unusual for the Warriors when you have wins of 26-2, 19-2, 20-1, 21-4, 11-9 is a little off, but that was in Florida. 22-3, 16-6, 24-4. They just don't have a lot of goals. And now Lake Forest gets another possession right here at the end of the quarter. So Warriors just going to have to pressure, see if they can hold off here, because then we'll get another face-off at the start of the second quarter. Jarrett New is coming. Pretty easy stop, but a good stop for him nonetheless. Well, I think this has measured up to its hype so far.
I would agree with that. 5-2 going into the second quarter.
How do you feel about Warriors' possession there in the first quarter?
I'm feeling good about it. They're doing a great job passing the ball around. Seems like they're fired up and ready to finish this game.
So the Warriors, I mean, it felt like at the beginning of the game we had a lot more possession. Lake Forest settled in. I mean, they're traveling an hour and a half away. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but it probably does. It's a long day. It's a Tuesday. It's not a Saturday or anything like that. So, I mean, you're used to the Friday night game, right, in football. It's just always the same.
Yeah.
The rhythm of this midweek thing has got to be tough.
Yeah, for sure. And as we hate to say it, but the drive does play into the beginning of some games sometimes if you're not mentally prepared.
Warriors getting coached up there. Just name a few of those coaches. Of course, the head coach, Jeff Weisenborn, I believe IHSA Coach of the Year last year. Great coach. He could win it again. He's had just a great year bringing these guys together, right combinations of players out there, holds us to a high standard. Assisted by Theo Collins. You'll see Coach Collins there with a beard on the sideline. You see him with the white hat right in the back with the gray shirt. Guy taking off his hat right there behind Coach Weisenborn for a second in the white hat. That's Coach Miller. Coach Miller is the JV lacrosse coach for the Warriors and then helps on the sidelines. A big part of the team. And, of course, his 2 boys, Noah and Jake, are on the team right now. Coach Beth Weisenborn is an assistant coach, also wife to Coach Jeff Weisenborn and mother to Aiden Weisenborn, who's on the team only for, less than a month now. And then Aiden goes off to college to play. And then last assistant coach, Kurt Valley, and he's assisted in the basketball program before and now with lacrosse as well. Full-time sub at Wheaton Academy and does a great job with our culture. Well, here's Donovan Meters again with taking that face off. Donovan scoops it off, and this is called a ball on the ground. There's a stat for this ball on the ground, and usually Breck Peacock holds one of those stats. Looks like, boy, a tough pull. Got that stick down. Loose ball. Warriors getting knocked all over the place, but and not holding possession. It looked like Gavin Padone had the opportunity, and the timeout maybe wisely called by Lake Forest. A lot of times you see that timeout taken if that possession is seemingly up in the air. So, we get another break for a second. So you see Lake Forest and Lake Forest's coach, David Hone, the head coach, assisted by Justin Smith and Jason Van Camp as a statistician. Again, they come in as 5th in the state. They beat Glenbard West, which I believe is 3rd in the state now, just under Viator. And St. Viator actually just recently beat the Scouts. I think it was pretty close. Take a look on this back side of my paper here. 6-3. So we're getting down to the wire, though. Have you went through a state football program and getting into the playoffs, but really, you were part of the state championship soccer team. You guys played well all year, but what's it like when you're going into the playoffs, when it's a one and done kind of thing at that point?
Oh man, it's a super exciting time. It's either you win or go home, and the boys are all hyped and excited to get into the game and try to win a state championship, which is the goal for every high school team, especially
you say excitement. Some people are like throwing up as they hear that. The stress level goes up, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Definitely.
Man, if we lose, right?
Yeah.
But you got players on a team. Your soccer team had those that kind of get hyped instead of stress.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of nerves, definitely. But that adrenaline usually, you try to help you play in the game and give you energy and go on there and play your best.
Well, and I think that's one of the reasons. Maybe a costly turnover if we can get the ball. It's a live ball right in front of the net. Sticks are everywhere. We'll see if Coach Weisenborn calls a timeout at some point. And it looks like possession stays with the Scouts. Okay, so, it might be one of the reasons why, these teams weren't on the schedule 4 or 5 years ago, and now not only do these teams want to play us, which speaks to the level of our program, it's really good for us to play top 5 in state all the time because we're getting used to that. And a big takedown there. Loose ball. Going to be scooped up and held and given right back. Oh, no. Gavin Padone just missed it. So Gavin had a great takedown, but not able to convert on that turnover.
What a big hit. That's got to feel great for, was it 19, Caden Smith?
Oh, was it Caden? Yeah. Yeah, that was clean. Feels good when you're allowed to knock someone over.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's one of the great parts about lacrosse. You got a bit of everything, a little bit of physicality and a lot of skill that goes into it. And going back, Weisenborn has scheduled a lot of tough teams. Oh, and a missed shot by Lee.
Missed shot. Dennis Hickey, now to his credit, has one of the 2 goals for Lake Forest, but man, he shot the ball without the ball. Yeah, what were you going to say, Weisenborn?
Yeah, he's scheduled a very difficult schedule for the Warriors, just get them prepared for playoffs and hopefully make a long run and win state.
Yeah, that's the goal, to give yourself a chance to get ready for state first. All right, so we're going to have a conversation here. Warriors start to figure out who called timeout.
Seems to be some confusion on the field between the referees and both coaches on each side.
Well, it's really hard to explain a rule to Coach Weisenborn because he's so knowledgeable.
Yes.
Coached at Messiah College before this, so if he thinks that something was a little off, there's a good chance that something was a little off.
Very knowledgeable and super passionate, which two great qualities for a coach.
Yeah, and he's coaching up his players right now, trying to figure out how to motivate them and get them used to that situation the next time around. But we're also, we talk about in sports broadcasting class, this game is officiated by humans. It's coached by humans. It's got human players. I mean, it's a part of the sport is the officiating as well, and just being able to work around some of those things every once in a while. Warriors just need to get the possession back. So for Lake Forest, Graham Garrigan still with the ball, doing a nice job holding possession. He's going to slide in to the crease, but lost the ball, was looking for a call, didn't get it. Right now, a costly turnover again. Warriors, this is unusual for the Warriors, giving the ball up this quickly. Jarrett.
Another great save by Jarrett Jower.
Fundamental, something like a hockey goalkeeper where he gets low, his legs spread.
Yeah, Jarrett's got a great work ethic too. Always out on the field, getting reps in and practicing, and you can see it played out on the field.
So Warriors, again, had a 3-0 lead. The Scouts got it to 3-1. Warriors took a 5-1 lead. Scouts got it to 5-2. And that's really the way it's been for the last 4 minutes here in this second quarter. But it's been all Scouts.
It really has. They've controlled the ball for most of this second quarter. Another shot missed.
And I think he's okay with it because Garrigan's right behind the whole time. So I think the Warriors don't have possession, but the Warriors are actually going to call timeout right now. And I think that has a lot to do with the sloppy play after they get the ball. So we don't want to allow for a chance to lose another possession. Now, what's interesting, you could see the way that this is happening on the field. And I don't know if we can get a wide shot of this, but we have the offense and the attack being coached up for Lake Forest, the defense being coached up for Lake Forest, but our team always gets one universal huddle.
Yeah, that's interesting. Never seen that before.
And in football, I'm sure you go to different coaches, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Offensive line coach or something like that?
Oh, yeah, special teams coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Very split up.
Who is your coach within the coach?
So I played receiver, so my coach was Coach Ton.
Okay.
Along with Coach Mike Swider and Justin Swider and Coach Johannick and Coach Rex. Shout out if any of them are listening.
Whew. That's a
lot of coaches. Hopefully I didn't forget one.
I love that. Yeah, we were blessed with a lot of coaches that want, they're not making bank to come here, especially if you're an assistant coach, and really giving up their time. Well, that's really tough for the Warriors because after that timeout, the one thing you don't want to let happen is a big goal, and that was number 13, Lucas Kroner. I believe that's the second time we've called his name. That's a big goal there.
Yeah, that's a big goal.
Finishes up, 4 minutes of possession for the Scouts. This is where pressure is. This is why Donovan Meters is playing D2 lacrosse. He needs to win these possessions.
Yeah, the face-off is crucial to any lacrosse game, and Donovan Meters has been doing a great job this season at winning those.
All right, so what we saw there, ball on the ground. Breck Peacock leads the team in ball on the ground. He took it, spun it, got knocked down. You could see the possession there, the foul call, and now Breck Peacock going to pull the ball back. We've got Gavin Padone in the game. Zeke Merchant. So Zeke's up top here with the ball. Weisenborn behind the goal to Noah Miller. Noah over to Weisenborn. Weisenborn looked for that left. He didn't. And hello,
And the
Zeke.
shots. Zeke Merchant with the goal, number 1. He's a sophomore.
So assisted by Weisenborn, and a really easy assist, but Zeke steps up with one step.
Absolute laser to the top corner. Little celebration there down on the field.
You saw it right there. Zeke rises up. Give me some John. And you're right. He's a sophomore. This team has Charlie Foley as one of the leading scorers as a sophomore as well. Loose ball in the air, and Padone not able to come up with it. No one able to come up with it yet. Warriors in front of the goal. Jared Jower trying to get the stick on it. Not able to. This ball's been loose for 10 seconds. And finally, the Scouts get a call out of bounds on the Warriors. Oh, rough. Warriors going to have to find a way to win some of these 50-50 balls, and sometimes that just comes down to pure aggression. Great stop there by Jower, right? Mitch Carrick with the long stick, and then number 3, Harry Kotzlars with a windup, but Jower able to stop that. If you're joining us tonight, thank you for joining us. This is our last outdoor live stream of the season. We're going to have a senior night live stream at some point for volleyball next week, but lacrosse has been fun to live stream this year as Harry pulls it out again. Going to be pressured up top. Stick moving with Carrick. Mikey Adele behind.
Mikey Adele putting a lot of good pressure on Lake Forest's offense tonight.
It seems like Breck Peacock's been on Lucas Kroner this whole time. Lucas with a lot of speed, Breck with a lot of speed. Here's that matchup up top. Drawing it back. Breck's daring him to go around.
Another great save by Jarrett. Possession given to Lake Forest.
See the replay there as Kroner got in, but not much behind it. Garrigan gets inside, but Jower with the quick hands.
Once again, the Warriors take it up down the field.
Well, and beast mode's on, right?
Gavin Padone once again running down the field.
Boy,
full
but
speed.
That pass, just kind of casually over there. Warriors going to have to clean those things up. But there's no substitute for Padone and his movement just all the way down. That's one way to beat a defense. There's the goal scorer, Zeke Merchant. Over to two-time goal scorer this game, Aiden Weisenborn. Noah Miller switches Weisenborn through. Peacock tries to get a move. And Zeke Merchant getting around the goal.
Another great goal by Zeke Merchant. This kid's unstoppable.
Kind of wraps right around the goal, keeps it high, and never has to come down with it. Just a flick of the wrist.
Makes it look so easy.
Boy, after the Scouts bring it within 2, Warriors take 2 right back. Momentum changes quickly. We don't need a whole lot of possession time. 8 minutes into this, Scouts with most of the possessions. Warriors have 2 quick goals, and both from Zeke Merchant this quarter. Donovan Meters scooped that ball back. Ball on the ground, and this is a big stat for Lacrosse. And Jake Carabine able to not only get possession, but now the Warriors have a flag thrown on them, so we're going to see the Scouts go man up here in a second unless they score. It's just in essence a free possession, and my goodness, Jake Croner was left wide open in front of the goal. Thank you, Jarrett Jower, for that. So
Slashing call on number 19, Caden Smith. So Lake Forest will be man up here in the next upcoming possession.
So Warriors will probably play a little bit more conservatively here on defense for the next minute. We'll watch as Caden comes out and probably will come out of the box and then be immediately subbed in for her. But we'll see how the Warriors balance this. Going to take a little extra effort. So on defense right now, Mikey Adele, Gavin Padone. Oh, my! Jarrett able to not only stop it, but end up kind of knocking it in the air and scooping it up. So Warriors going to want to stall a little bit so they're not crossing midfield as fast as they would. And now they'll pull the ball back.
And number 25, Davis Schneider, coming into the field.
Yep. Zeke Merchant slowly creeping in from half field. Gavin Padone with the ball right now. There's the goal scorer, Zeke Merchant. We'll see if he uses his speed. Boy, when you score a goal, you almost have a player overcompensate for what you did the last time. So perhaps he can use that to his advantage. There's Noah Miller up top. Gavin Padone trying to turn the corner, not able to. Weisenborn up top, looking to go left. He'll go
with
right,
the spin
but
move and the shot.
Yeah, he's going to be stronger going left. He will go right, but Warriors maintain possession with Gavin Padone in the back. And man-up advantages over at this point, so Warriors did a nice job. Similar to a hockey power play. Well, we got to call out August Silver's name there. Great stop there and goal. He's coming out and turns the ball over. Warriors.
Some great defense right there in the attacking third for the Warriors. Noah Miller pressuring the goalie.
Tyler Summer quick to get the ball in as the Scouts try and settle back on defense. Beautiful night here. 64 degrees, sun setting over the trees. Minute 52 left in this first half. Davis Schneider with the ball.
Noah Miller once again in the backfield. He's racked up 24 assists this season. Doing a great job distributing the ball from the back.
Yes, he does. And usually finds someone right in the middle. Charlie Foley sitting in the middle right now. There's Davis Schneider looking for an opening. Oh, what a fake there.
Sneaky little goal in the bottom right corner.
That was Breck Peacock. That's his second goal of the game as well. Watch this fake out. Oh, we missed it, but there's the celebration either way as Weisenborn gives him a little high five.
And the Warriors increase the deficit to 5 goals going into the second half.
What do you say? Make it 6, 7?
Oh, I say make it 10.
By half?
Let's do this.
Okay.
A minute 28.
Well, the Warriors often get up on teams by 12, and once you do that in the second half, it's a running clock, which would be really nice. But right now, Warriors just looking for one possession at a time as the Scouts chase that far down, not able to handle it. So the Warriors get it back, and here's at least one more opportunity for the Warriors. I'd say Warriors defense has played really well. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, 2 really explosive offenses. And the Warriors have done a great job at kind of settling their offense down and keeping possession on their attacking side.
Scouts spread it out wide. Davis Schneider ended up getting the ball in the middle. Zeke Merchant with 2 goals. Breck Peacock with 2 goals. Aiden Weisenborn with 2 goals. Charlie Foley with a goal. That leaves 1 goal, Evan. Who are we missing? I'm putting the pressure on you. I don't know either.
We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you after half.
But thankfully, we do have 8. There's Davis Schneider surveying. Now we're getting a little bit tighter in this window. You want to take a shot because you want to get another possession if you miss. And here's the miss. Clock will stop for a second. Ball picked up.
Athletic play by Aiden Weisenborn.
Schneider by himself, looking for a clear out. Double teamed and effective. Ball is scooped up by the Warriors, and enough of a loss of possession that's going to end this quarter as is, with the Warriors with a 5-goal lead on the Scouts, 8-3. It's a great first half.
Great first half. Great halves by both teams. Excited to see what they do in the second.
I think both coaches know what to work on. We'll see if they improve on what we've seen. This is a top 5 matchup with the Warriors, Wheaton Academy, the number 1 team in state, and the Lake Forest Scouts, number 5 in state. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again tonight here. May the 9th. It's close to 8 p.m. and the sun's still out. You saw that sunset behind the trees. Boy, I'm getting excited for June. You golfed the other day, Evan.
I did. I've been enjoying the weather out there, hitting the links with some of the guys. I'm absolutely awful, but hoping to break 100 by the end of the summer.
And 9 or 18?
We won't say. 18. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that is great. All right, so Warriors have been coached up, and I got to think turnovers was one of the things on the list. Now, to Lake Forest credit, again, they're the number 5 team in state for a reason. They have annihilated teams this season.
They sure have. And I'm sure they're going to come out angry the second half trying to decrease the deficit.
They're not used to losing, just like us. You know, if we found ourselves in a deficit, I'm not sure what we would do. It's been a while. So maybe we want to see that test, or maybe we never want to see that test all the way through state. Warriors haven't lost since IMG Black.
IMG, for those of you who may not know, is a prep school down in Bradenton, Florida.
And originally IMG was in the national rankings. They are no longer in the national rankings up top. But speaking of the national rankings, the Warriors are 17th in the nation. Wow. 17th. Here's Coach Weisenborn. He's literally standing there right now. What do you say? You just played 20 seconds. You unfortunately lost the ball at midfield, forced the scouts actually to take a timeout. So things haven't really been bad for the Warriors. That's just a very fast timeout for the scouts, knowing they got to score here. I mean, if they can get the score to 3 or 2, it's going to be a big difference. But with 3 goals for us, I mean, you're increasing the lead by 8 all of a sudden. It's a big difference. That almost feels out of reach at that point. Warriors 17th in the nation, awesome. I don't know. And besides 13th in the nation, they actually went down in the national rankings because they just haven't played enough people and played ranked people enough. Yes, so this game will be big for them.
Yeah, this is a huge game. They were able to actually get down to Florida during spring break and play some teams down there, which was some really good competition.
I think it really set them up here for this Illinois season.
I agree. Definitely playing some of those better teams around the nation will help them tremendously in playoffs.
Warriors settling down here. Scouts looking for that inside penetration. Against Warren, Warriors beat Warren 16-1, and there was nothing inside. There were no shots coming from the middle, and the Scouts have done a great job working the ball in. You see number 6 there. Losing his name already. I apologize for that.
Number 6, Graham Garrigan. Passes it off to number 3, Harry Kotlarts. Hopefully I'm not botching that last name.
I think we both are. We apologize, Harry.
Sorry,
we can
Harry.
just call you Harry. Lucas Kroner, Jake Kroner have been a big part of the Scouts so far this evening. Here's Lucas. Now over to number 2, Dennis Hickey. He's got a goal tonight.
Another shot going a bit left.
Well, and we should probably mention who's in goal now, huh?
Yes, there was a goalie switch. Now we have Johnny Carrington in the goal. Another great goalie. 2 amazing options for Weisenborn to choose between.
I haven't seen a team do this in the state of Illinois. They've switched out a goalie when they had to, when the goalie was letting up 5, 6 goals. There was nothing wrong with Jared Jowers' game.
Not at all.
he had a great half. He's probably done for this game, and he had some really good saves.
Yeah, for sure.
Kept the Warriors in it.
Both two great goalies, some of the best in the state of Illinois. A flag there.
Yeah, so the Warriors not only going to go down a goal there, but also Scouts get a man up on the next possession, I think, because that came after the goal. That was Jake Kroner. And it was a tough play there. Somehow Jake got around the defense on the side and then right in the middle. And I mean, Carrington, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, not much to do.
He sat right in front of the crease. So Mikey late there to get to Kroner and then ends up following him. So Warriors the man up, or Scouts the man up advantage right now. Mikey will get it back. Great defender.
Ball is taken.
Absolutely essential possession. Donovan Meters winning that faceoff and Gavin Padon possessing was huge on this man up here. And
the pass just a bit out of reach for Noah Miller.
Scouts doing a nice job of pressuring the Warriors into mistakes right now in a pressure I haven't seen.
No, not at all. Definitely a great matchup in the second half.
Pastanato there with the ball, now back around. Oscar Koki in the middle for the Scouts.
Once again, we see this great possession by Lake Forest circling the goal, keeping possession. And they try to penetrate there, but the ball seems to be
Yeah, they
missed.
called a tip there on the pass, so Scouts will maintain possession. Mitch Carrick went in there for Mikey Adele as he is out, and the Warriors now out of this man down possession. Even up. Johnny Carrington getting low, big stop. First to applaud on the bench, Jarrett Jower.
Seems to be a bit of contact over there. A flag on the field.
So another foul here. We'll see it. Yeah, it went up towards the face, I think. Yeah, the cross check went high. So Padone will have to serve this penalty. That was a great replay. We saw that cross check go high up into the face. You can do a lot with a stick in lacrosse, but you can't do that. So now Scouts the man up and possession. So Warriors really going to have to buckle down here. We said at the start of the half, 8-3. Warriors get that first goal. It's big. Scouts ended up getting it. If they can get a second goal, move it to 8-5. That gives them a lot of hope in life. We're hearing a clock called 20 seconds, trying to hold this man-up advantage. And a missed shot, and Warriors get possession because Carrington pops out of the goal fast enough to go towards it. There's Mikey Adele back in the game. Johnny Carrington moving the ball forward. Gets the pass over, barely over, to Jake Miller.
Jake Miller with a great spin move there, showing some of his athleticism.
Not only watching the ball into his stick, but then immediately moving. Nice job. Charlie Foley behind the net. Aiden Weisenborn comes out. Breck Peacock on the side. Zeke Merchant coming to the middle. Noah Miller coming to the far side. Zeke over to Weisenborn, or to Peacock. Now Weisenborn off of that little false screen. Zeke Merchant already with 2 or 3 goals. 2 goals at least for the Warriors in the first half. And
And a strike by Zeke Merchant once again. Kid is having a night today. Absolutely unbelievable game. Just hammers the ball right into the corner.
Shakes his head. You can't guard me.
You just can't teach that. Kid's a stud.
Lacrosse has a ton of athletes. You speak to the athleticism and what you can't teach, how to read angles.
Just some absolute great athletes on this team.
Some lower level coach right now is going to start getting in the chat and saying, of course I can teach it. I taught him how to do that. Here we go. A Warrior. That's a trip call on the Scouts. So that Warriors are going to be man up for a minute. That's a big one for the Warriors. That is on Jack Carabine for the Scouts. So Warriors fresh off of a goal. Maybe a little frustration there on the Scouts. Breck Peacock moves it down for Weisenborn. Now we're going to see a little bit extra in the back. We see two guys behind.
Seems like that goal by Zeke Merchant gave the bench a lot of energy. The Warriors look like a different team right now.
Warriors are going to be free to take those shots right now as they have a man-up advantage and an extra man behind. Zeke over to Gavin Padone. Breck Peacock works to Weisenborn. Weisenborn fakes, goes left. Padone up top. Warriors with a little bit more urgency as they're going to lose this man up in a second. See if they can cut through. Scouts with great defense in the middle. It's a great shot by Zeke Merchant. Kept the ball on the ground that time. Warriors maintain possession. Zeke faking out. Pressured there. Ball on the ground. Warriors all over it. Scouts all over it. No one with possession. The ball is kicked loose. Scouts able to pick it up. Number 9, Robert Pasinato. And the man-up advantage is gone for the Warriors. So a couple of shot opportunities, but the Scouts did a great job on D.
Number 11, Jake Kroner passes in.
Got speed. Double team there. Warrior turnover. Scouts the ball. Great defense that time. Trying to see who forced that turnover, but I'm pretty sure is
Johnny Carrington with a great pass.
Johnny does a great job of passing from the goal. Moves the ball forward, makes it much easier on the defense to get past. Weisenborn. Jake Miller, slow to come in. Moving down the middle of the field, unguarded. Warriors looking on behind the goal. That's Jake Miller back there. Weisenborn with a fake over to Breck Peacock. Breck loses the ball. Another turnover. With speed, the Scouts come straight down the field and nearly turn the ball over as well. Warriors maybe not hustling back quick enough. See the fans in the background on that shot. Some Lake Forest fans came out to support the team, but mostly Warriors. Scouts rotate around near the crease. Warriors closely guarding the Scouts in the middle. Great defense there by Peacock. Then helped over by Mitch Carrick. I think I heard the coach for the Scouts say Harry, which I know Harry. Coach is saying his first name too.
Maybe the coach doesn't know how to pronounce it either.
We should stick to just Harry.
I think so.
Harry number 3 if you're just joining us online. I have a hard time with his last name. We appreciate the grace, Harry. Here's Dennis Hickey with speed. You know, Scouts are down here. This is about a 2-minute possession right now. They're
A lot of urgency from the Scouts.
You know, it's important. This possession would be big if the Warriors could somehow get the ball and maybe even not even force a shot here. Mikey Adele
Great defense by Mikey Adele.
using the long stick.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness. Absolutely destroyed. That's got to feel good.
That was Caden Smith, and the bench
Caden
went
Smith
wild.
with another big hit.
Oh,
And the goal by the Warriors.
Noah Miller inside for the Warriors.
Noah Miller with a goal. What a amazing goal by Noah Miller.
That was phenomenal. Warriors with using.
Just a phenomenal turn of events there. The great defense translating into the offensive goal by Noah Miller.
We don't take replays usually at defense, but Caden Smith with an incredible hit. As we said, Mikey Adele was playing great defense. Caden just came out of nowhere, leveled the guy. Warriors took advantage, got right down the field. There's Gavin Padone. And there's no catching Gavin. Carrington all the way out. Timeout. Wheaton Academy, 55 seconds left. See what Coach Weisenborn dials up here. Quick shot or shot at 30 seconds, but a lot of congratulations for that defense. We talked about how important that one possession was, and we got it.
For sure. And at the end of the day, defense wins championships. And I'm sure Caden Smith is feeling great right now.
Yeah, he might put that in his highlight reel.
Oh, for sure.
So we said, just listen to some of these scores from both teams so far this year. With the Scouts, they beat Glenbard West in the first game of the season 10-9. Glenbard West is the number 1 team, or number 3 team in state. They lost to Loyola Academy 5-4, and Loyola was top 5. They still are. They're number 4. Loyola should be a name that everyone recognizes. They're the defending state champs in lacrosse. And not only that, they knocked the Warriors out of it. Thankfully, there was a third-place game. We got a third-place trophy out of it. But I know we really had that game on our radar the whole time. So Warriors looking to try and hold that number 1 seed when it comes to state. Scouts have some impressive victories along the way, with a victory over York, which is a top 10 team as well. Warriors in possession here. Recent timeout called just to settle things down. See if we start shooting the ball at 30 seconds, how long we're willing to wait before we might maybe lose. That's Weisenborn with an incredible windup. Charlie Foley doing his job behind the net. He's our leading goal scorer for the evening, Zeke Merchant, number 1. Padone over to Weisenborn. Weisenborn wants that title of leading goal scorer all the time. Breck Peacock with a great wind-up fake over to Weisenborn. Now we're getting down to the wire. 8 seconds left.
See what the Warriors can do in these last couple
4,
seconds.
3, 2.
The shot is saved.
Yeah. Great shot. Great save. Great quarter of Lacrosse.
Great quarter of Lacrosse for both teams.
So Warriors were up 8-3 at the end of the first half. So we beat them in this quarter as well, but not by much, 2-1. Scouts have felt ever since the first quarter like they've really settled down. They've matched up well against the Warriors. They're not finding those big momentum turning moments like the Warriors. For some reason, like you said, Zeke Merchant's goal just lit a fire on them again.
Just a big momentum shift with Zeke's goal and Caden Smith's big hit. Weisenborn is coaching up the boys right now.
So I see Fellows off to the side.
Yeah.
Not in the lineup.
Super unfortunate news for Stephen Fellows earlier this week. Actually tore his ACL. So prayers to Stephen and speedy recovery for him.
Absolutely. A big loss there.
Big loss to him.
What's a ACL recovery, and has he talked about it, how it's going to impact football?
Yeah, well, typically the recovery time is around 9 months, which is absolutely brutal for high school athletes, as he is also a football player, a big part of the football team.
Yeah, tough loss for both teams there. I know Steven, you can see how much it matters to him. If Belai's doing his job, and it looks like Liam Barton's a water boy as well down there today.
Got a heck of a duo for the Water Boys tonight, Liam Barton and Belai Brummel. Shout outs to those guys.
But Steven's not going to leave the bench. I could see that limp as he walks in on there. Yeah, rough.
Rough news. But he'll be back. He'll be back soon enough. It's a rough, long 9 months, but there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, in sports broadcasting class, we've said top 10 plays of the year, top 5. We've listed a few. Have you seen a top 20 yet?
Man, that hit by Caden Smith's got to be up there.
Yeah.
I think so, and some of those goals. It seems like every lacrosse game there's highlight moments.
Love that close-up shot there of Donovan Meters getting the stick on the ball, then flicking it backwards. Gavin Padone picks it up. Design play for the Warriors the whole time, and here comes Gavin in beast mode, moving the ball down and now slowly securing it. And this is the fourth quarter. And there is a stall, right, in lacrosse. You're not able to just hold it. You have to actually be working towards scoring at some point. But there's a lot of wiggle room in lacrosse, too. So we're going to see the Warriors probably want to take a bigger lead. But as the clock ticks closer to zeros, we're also probably going to see them slow it down a tad.
I know Aiden Weisenborn would like a few. Oh, and a goal, an acrobatic goal by number
Charlie!
10. Shout out Charlie Foley.
Foley! Watch this move. A quick pass by Zeke Merchant and falling down.
This is an athletic play by number 10, Charlie Foley.
Second goal of the night for Charlie and a great assist by Zeke Merchant.
Sophomores dominating the field right there.
So this is when you know you're a good team, right? If I was coaching basketball back in the day and I was up on a really good team, I'd want to slow the ball down, slow possession down. But if you've got a good team, you just want to win even bigger every game.
Yeah.
They feel confident.
Yeah, the future is really bright for the Warriors. Maybe they'll get some of those younger guys in here in the next couple of minutes.
7-goal lead for the Warriors right now, and Warriors in possession again. We're going to see a lot of attack. They have not pulled out their starters. They want a bigger lead, and they want a bigger score just to put a little reminder in some of these teams, especially as other people in state are watching this score happen too, just to say this is who we are. Each one of these players on the field wants to score. I talked to Charlie. He wants to have the sophomore goal count that Aiden had his sophomore year. There's so much comparison back and forth, and they're all playing for college, right? You said on signing day there were a ton of guys that are getting ready for next year.
Yeah, for sure. Seemed like the signing day was majorly lacrosse guys.
I hear timeouts being called left and right. No possession. It's all over the place. Ball still loose. Picked up there.
A lot going on here.
And a timeout finally. As the stick play is going back and forth, you can see Noah Miller getting a little saucy there with, it looked like number 4 for the Scouts.
Jack Carabine.
And, well, I mean, we've got a bunch of good teams. Carabine's coming over to the official, having a conversation too. Officials talking through it. The coach is nodding, saying you've done it the right way there. So no foul calls either way, but the Warriors did maintain possession as Coach Weisenborn was quick to call timeout. There was very little time when the Warriors actually had the ball there. Big timeout because big possession. Lacrosse has grown under the tutelage of Coach Weisenborn. There you see him in the shot there. Again, coming from Messiah College. Coach Weisenborn's trademark on the sideline, you can see.
It says
right
lollipop.
past Sam Ross there. But yeah, it's lollipop. I knew a certain person that often got in trouble with yelling at the officials back in the day, and their goal was stick a lollipop in my mouth and I can't yell as much. I don't know if that's his goal or not. I've never asked him what the strategy is there. Maybe it's just the lucky lollipop.
Maybe. It's kind of turned into part of his brand down the sideline.
Yes, it does. Number 25, Dave Schneider into the game for the Warriors. In the backfield, Noah Miller. We have Aiden Weisenborn, Davis Schneider. That juke move's got to be Breck Peacock. There's Peacock behind the goal. Loves that little juke move. I'm assuming that's how he got.
Breck showing off some of his shifty moves in the back.
Well, you saw that shot was a flick over the shoulder. It's not going to get a lot of power to it, but it sometimes catches everybody off guard. Warriors.
Great defensive play there and turnover.
Yeah, knocked the ball loose. Here's Weisenborn in the open field. Off the head of Danny Van Camp. Warriors still in possession. Here's Jake Miller up top. Zeke Merchant up top there as well. Looks probably like we're going to get an offside situation here in a second. So a flag is thrown. So if the Warriors don't score, they'll be man up. So this is free. So Scout's going to double team here and just try and knock the ball loose because they're already down. So Zeke Merchant moving the ball around. Missed shot.
For another goal.
I heard it off the crossbar there. We'll just confirm this offsides, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. Yeah. Blue 28 offsides. That's a 30-second man-up penalty. I want to take this moment and thank our crew of Aiden Hennessy, Noah Rich Creek, John Hugritz on cameras with Alexander Harris on TD, giving you all the replays and camera angles. Warriors with a man up for 20 more seconds, but they're completely fine even just with possession right now.
Yeah, Warriors looking to put the foot on the pedal and finish this game.
Jake Miller up top. Weisenborn, move right, goes left. Gavin Padone with a miss, but Warriors back the play up. Man up advantage is done. Warriors now all square here with the Scouts. Zeke Merchant. Shot loose, but Noah Miller back there. Noah gets the ball over to Weisenborn. Weisenborn to Padone. Padone misplays it, scoops it back up.
Padone looking to turn on beast mode again. Takes the shot, and it's just right of the goal.
And all these are fine. Warriors in possession for these shots, and Scouts have to defend in the middle. So Warriors will always have an extra person behind, so they're not giving up this ball. Shots are better than a misplayed pass at that point. Get the ball to the playmakers, see what happens. Zeke Merchant.
Bit of a bobbled pass there.
Yeah, looked like Scouts got a stick on it.
Scout takes possession of the ball.
Both teams switching in players. Scouts settling in into their offense. Attacks in. Kroner, double teamed. Asker Koki's shot. Misses, but Scouts in possession. Here's Harry. Over to Hickey. And Hickey turns the ball over. Warriors get possession back. Now 5:45 left. Cross half field, try and secure it. Double team. Moves all over the place. But off the pass. See what the call is, but I am wondering, I bet it's even offsides on the Warriors. We'll see what happens. Okay, blue 13. That's Lucas Kroner. Interference. It's a 30-second man-up advantage for the Warriors.
It's a costly foul for the Scouts as this game is winding down.
Okay, so the official misconduct on Carabine. He already had a conversation with the officials before. He had a little bit more of a conversation with the Warriors this time. So the officials didn't like that. Got a 2-up advantage right now, which if it's hard to stop a man-up advantage, see if the Warriors can handle this 2-up advantage as keeper comes all the way out. Going to keep holding possession.
Take it all the way. And just misses a shot. That is August Silver. He's a junior.
Warriors get the ball back. Yeah, he did a nice job. Warriors going to try and get the ball down the field fast. Warriors still in a man-up possession. Now those both have been released. A lot of transition here as the Warriors hold the ball. The officials said both teams need to talk to their own teams and not to each other. Pretty adamant about that. We'll see if that has helped clean up play a little bit. Both teams have their fair share of penalties tonight. Again, the Scouts showed up tonight against number one team in state. 11-4 right now for the Warriors. They did their job too. Good game overall. Bunch of athletes on both of these teams. Scouts, the current number 5 team in the state. That will probably drop a little bit, but not much with the loss to the Warriors here. We'll put things in perspective. The number 19 in state is Andrew, as Warriors lose possession there. Warriors beat Andrew 26-2. I mean, ooh, Carrington with a great pickup.
Just really seems to be a large gap of the levels of teams between the top 10 and really the 10 and lower.
Johnny Carrington found a perfect pass to Mikey. Warriors settle it down. Here's that kind of in between now. We're at the 3-minute mark. Do we want a goal? Yes. Are we also content with winning now? Yes. Coach Weisenborn coaches up his players so much in practice. He does not yell a ton. And again, the sucker's in his mouth. But from the sidelines, he lets them play. Frustrated there, hit the ground, doesn't like the turnover. Who would? Warriors working hard to get the ball back. Up 7, 3 minutes to play. Scouts need something, and fast. Scouts looking to close the gap. Too little, too late to win this, but a close score will give them hope moving forward in state. Also, a little satisfaction. Maybe even just winning the quarter. Loose ball. Breck Peacock jarred that thing loose. Well, what are you impressed with as we're coming up to the last 2 minutes here?
Yeah, every time I come to a lacrosse game, I'm just impressed with the skill the Warriors show in the final third and the offensive part of the field. And there's a flag on the field. But really just their ability to finish the ball and their skill and technique is just incredible.
And you see Breck Peacock limp off the field there. Looks like he either got stepped on or hit. I think he got hit up in the upper thighs. Still in a pretty good amount of pain on the sideline. Don't want to see that.
Never. Our training staff is over with Breck, making sure he's all right.
So that's a man-up advantage for the Warriors. Penalty is called. Breck will be out for the rest of the game here as he's kind of limping off and going into the chapel or the locker room. Warriors with 1 minute left. This will probably be where the game ends. We'll see if they have any extra aggression, if they're just content passing the ball around. Lake Forest also knows they need to guard them, but casual pass. Yeah, I don't think you want a casual pass right before the end of the game when Coach Weisenborn's going to give that last second talk. Warriors going to end up with another amazing win this year.
Another great win to add to the record.
Top 5 in state. They beat them 11-4 here, unless something changes in the last second. They'll take their record to 15-1 on the season, which is amazing. Lake Forest Scouts are going to fall to 12-4, and both teams are probably going to see each other one more time at the state level competition, depending on how those seedings happen.
And the Warriors rush the field in victory.
Always rushing towards those goalkeepers as Jarrett Jower and Carrington embrace. Great job by both of them. In fact, I think both of them let up 2 goals each.
Yeah, great games for both goalies. And the Warriors will be playing New Trier High School on Saturday, May the 13th.
A big one. That's
big
away,
game.
right?
That is a away game at Northfield Campus.
Yep.
Up at New Trier.
And don't forget to come out for senior night. Forget about watching the live stream. We're not going to be live streaming it on Monday. But come out and support this team and see what they're all about. See why they're #1 team in the nation or in the state. Hopefully moving up the nation rankings as well. Evan, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's a beautiful night. I want to thank my crew one more time, John Hubritz, Aiden Hennessy, and Noah Rich Creek on our cameras, Alex Harris as our TD. Appreciate you tuning into the live stream tonight. Share this link out and continue to follow us here on Instagram and YouTube for Wheaton Academy news, information, and sports. Have a good night, everyone.